Welcome to Discovering. I found some time to get out and do some fishing myself this season. I'm over here jigging for bluegills. I've got a few on the ice so far and hopefully I catch a few more. But on tonight's program, I have a trapping story from earlier in the season. I followed Don Nyman around on his trap line to see, some of his trapping techniques and hopefully catch something.
And that's the fun part, outsmarting them. Sometimes they outsmart you.
So sit back and relax. It's Monday night and it's time for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone. Forest thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak. Surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields. Call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill. The eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
This is a good place for mink. A lot of mink that come through here. There's a lot of rocks, a lot of crayfish and probably dormant frogs. But it's a fun place. I've really gotten big mink out of here.
Nothing here, but Don did catch a nice mink earlier that morning before we met up.
It's a nice little mink. I got some real big ones this year. Just kind of concentrating on the fox and the coyotes right now, and the bobcats a little bit. Usually I don't trap bobcats till the second part of the season in December. They're a lot more prime.
Next, we stopped at one of his bobcat pens to set some traps.
It gets them in there. There's one way in, one way out. There's a number 3 jump, Victor. An oldie but a goodie. So I'm just going to hook a couple together. They're not afraid of too much. And I usually, when the weather's starting to get a little cool, I just dig it down and put it on some sticks on it. This keeps it from freezing down. It doesn't really. There's a root here and there's a stick there, and it doesn't really take too much to keep it from freezing down. The bottom of the traps on these number 4s, they have a tendency to not freeze as much as some of the coil spring traps. And that jumper's a good trap too.
Why 3? Just even to increase your chances here?
Yeah, well, the thing is with the 3, it allows them to get caught in one of them and then jump up. And jumping up is a good thing. He jumps up. By the time he hits the ground, he lands in another one, and he's not struggling. He's not bobbling all over the place. Nothing worse than a wild cat jumping all over the place. I used to bury my traps for bobcats. At a young age, I learned that, from experience and other trappers, that, it really wasn't necessary. If you blend them in a little bit, that's all you have to do. I like to fill in the gaps and stuff, because I have had them walk over the traps. I got a little step over stick. You want to put his foot there or come here and there. 3 traps right there. One of them should do the trick. But cats aren't that strong, and that'll that'll do it for that one. Now we're going to call them in. Whew. It's like getting peed on by a skunk. Smell it?
Not yet.
This'll be all right for now, since we don't have a lot of time. So
I smell it now.
yeah, let's go.
Don and I checked some more mink and otter traps and scouted some potential locations he's trapped in the past.
I put a lot of traps out. Usually I have about, I'd say anywhere from 30 to 40 mink and muskrat, beaver and otter sets. This year I'm kind of playing around, not very serious. I'm just getting a few furs for my gland lure business and getting out in the woods. So maybe next year will be a different year. I got some new territory. A lot of my properties, I can no longer trap there. They've been logged over. Things have changed a lot. A lot of people up here now, and it takes time to go out and get permission. It takes time to scout.
At one stream crossing, we stopped to check an otter trap.
They'll probably come down the main channel, so they'll probably go around that mass of wood and debris there and go under that log and then go this way. So if they do that, I'll get them there. Over here, there's a log across. I really wanted to put one under there, and I probably should. You can see the water flows around it. The otter like to go around and hunt there. They'll check all this out. They'll swim back and forth. But you can get an otter there. I'm gonna run down here and take a closer look at these. Ah, we got an otter. There he is. See his head sticking out of the water? Trap kills him pretty quick. I gotta go out here, unfortunately. Whoa. So I got it tied off here, so he can't go very far. Doesn't look like a real bad size otter, but we'll see when you get him out of the water. You want to dispatch him and trap him as humanely as you can, as quickly as possible. And that's what I've always tried to do. That's why I like the body grip traps for otters, and like the otter today. We caught him in a 330 conibear and he was done. As soon as the trap hit him, he flopped around a little bit and he was done. He was in the water and he just couldn't overcome it. It's pretty quick, and they really don't have a chance to really feel much. They're in that cold water. Hopefully, usually otters travel in 4s and 5s. And I left my safety. I got safety that goes across the top. The trap cannot unset. But these will break your fingers, and they hit you right. They make you cry for your mommy, mostly. Oh, what a fun part. I got to get on the rock, and I got to take the safeties off so it'll unset. So all I got to do is lift this up. Oh, see, I got to clear that. Yeah, I better leave them on because it could catch. You can't catch me now. My fingers are above it, but so imagine being out here when it's slippery and snowing. That's when it gets fun. What's nice about why I picked this spot is it allows the trap to go at the perfect depth. I can balance the stick on that end and on this rock, on this stick I got my foot on. We trap to really, to a large extent, keep the population healthy. If you don't, this temper comes around and mange. The animals starve. They really have a rough go of it. This keeps them healthy, calling them back. And this is what we love to do. We love to get in the woods and roam around and try to outsmart animals. This is a MB 550. Right now it's breaking the ground up, making a bed for the trap. I usually have a tarp I'm on. Tarp keeps the scent down. I can just put all my gear on it. My digger, all this stuff is sterile. My thing I'm kneeling on is all sterile. This is just a coffee filter, which is going to change. I'm going to change this up pretty quick. I'm gonna go with hamburger patty. Run it to the screen so I don't have any clumps in it. And you want it kind of nice and flat. And well, what am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself here. Forgot all about this stuff. An old guy taught me, Oscar Cronk, years ago. He said, just run the chain out a couple feet. I said, I run it like 5 feet and I cover it. He said, no, you don't need to. They see metal in the woods all the time. I don't know if I buy that or not, but yeah, I try to get it out of the way. I mean, hopefully this set, he won't know what's going on anyway. I can come and fix it once we're done filming. I come tomorrow. I'll have a little more time to mess around with everything. Oh, if he pulls that one out, he's still on the grapple hook. So I just have to chase him down. This trap is pretty well boiled and everything, so I usually like to have an inch of dirt over the chain and inch of dirt over everything else. Now I'm going to use this bone here just to give them a little something to focus on. You can get a good amount of peat moss down and have a good amount of it. You won't have all the problems with them digging the trap up. Right now, I got the peat moss in here and it's kind of foreign, right? So I'm just mixing it up so it doesn't look, it looks a little more natural having the stuff on it. A little less for the coyote to come in and say, hey, what the heck's going on here? Somebody put a trap here. They're very smart. They got a good sense of smell. This is just a simple dirt hole set. Fox urine. Since I want to get a fox, I'll put the fox urine here. I just missed it, so it blends in. Then we got the secret bag of goodies. Got a nice coyote turd. So if the trap is here, we'll put a coyote turd there. This is my Southwest Supreme. It's probably the best coyote lure you'll ever use. Just ask me. It's just so powerful. I use this alone and pretty much that is it. Sometimes I don't use bait, but we'll put these thorns. We'll just kind of get them in the dirt a little bit here and angle them so they see these thorns. And they don't want to step on those. That's going to direct his foot into where the trap is. You know, it's something I came up with and I've seen it in action. I see their tracks and they do just what I want them to do. Whether it's the cats, the pen sets, all the different opportunities, I make them do what I want them to do. And that's the fun part, outsmarting them. Sometimes they outsmart you.
Last week, the weather was so nice, with temperatures above freezing, and after a few days, I couldn't stand being inside the house anymore and had to get out on the ice. So I hit a small lake for some bluegill fishing. Ice conditions have been great across the UP from what I've heard, and people have been fishing for over a month now. I've been out a couple times myself for walleye, but this is my first time out jigging for bluegills. Fishing started off really slow and I didn't mark many fish, and those that I did mark were pretty tight-lipped. But eventually, I got one to bite. Oh my goodness, I finally got one! Oh, it is a big one, holy smokes! There we go. There he is. There he is. That's a nice one. Woo! Not long after I got set up, my neighbor Scott showed up. I figured if I was going to run into anyone out here, it was going to be him. After I caught a few fish, I walked over to see how he was doing. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was going to be anybody out here today.
Yeah, I didn't know either, and I just figured I'm going to kill some time. It's going to rain, so supposedly.
How many you got so far?
Oh, I only got 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's all I got on the ice.
Yeah.
3. I caught 2 little ones too.
Well, I did. I threw back 3 little ones.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, those are okay.
Between the 2 of us, we might have a meal.
There you go. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, you know, all depends how much you want to eat.
Mm-hmm. We eat a lot of fish when we do eat fish.
Yeah, do you?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we do too.
While we were chatting, Scott had a couple fish show up on his flasher.
He's way up there. Right at 20 feet, yeah. Oh. Took off. He's there too.
Got him?
Yeah, it's a little one, I think. We'll see. I think he's hurt this. Well, maybe.
It's a fish.
It's a fish. He's not too bad. I mean, he's not big, but I guess I'll keep him. There.
In the bucket.
I got 8. I got another fish showing there too.
I've been fishing for about 3 hours now, and I've got 5 fish on the ice. I think I've caught a few more that I've released that were just little puny ones, but I mean, I got some nice ones. I've got a few 9-inch. Oh, there's a fish right there. There he is. I got him. Doesn't feel like a big one, but he's fighting a little bit. He might be a nice one. He might be a keeper. He might be a fish fryer. Come on, just don't go in the... Yeah. I've been having troubles with my transducer cable. And come on. Oh, there's a decent one. Oh, that's a nice one. There, get him. Zoom in on him. There we go. He'll eat. I've been bouncing around. I think I drilled a half a dozen holes, and I've been bouncing around, but this one has been my most productive. I'm at 36 feet deep, and the fish are probably around like 27, 28 feet down. That one's coming. Just using a little wax worm on a Wonder Bread, little jig head. Come on, there he is. That feels like a nicer one too. Try not to get it in my transducer cable. I probably will. Ooh, that one does feel like a nice one. Stay out of the transducer cable. Stay out of the transducer cable. Every time I go to... yeah, there you go. Woo! Wow, that's a big... Holy... That's a bluegill. Ooh, I love bluegill fishing, and when you catch monster bluegills, it's even better. I love the teeny tiny ones. I just love all bluegills, but wow. Said the fishing started off slow, but the fish that I have caught have been all mostly really nice fish. And bluegill fishing is my favorite, whether it's on the ice or in my kayak, or even just, you know, fishing on shore with my dad. Bluegill fishing is, it's the best. That's all for tonight, and I hope to see you right back here next week for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.